Hello, my name's Andrew, and these are the SOFTSTAR SWITCHBACK, a lightweight barefoot hiking boot with merino wool insulation and a tough Vibram tread. Last video I reviewed the Vivo Barefoot Tracker Forest Escape, which is the toughest barefoot trekking boot I've ever worn, but they're a bit overkill for casual hiking. So I asked SOFTSTAR for a pair of their switchback boots to test, and they've got about 80% of the protection, but with twice the ground feel and nearly half the weight. For starters, the SOFTSTAR Switchback has a wide foot-shaped toe box with an optional extra wide primal version and lightweight water-resistant leather upper, plus sturdy trekking laces, lace hooks for quick release, and a soft downward slanted collar for a full range of motion. Inside, the entire boot is lined with merino wool for warmth and breathability, and although the wool insole is lightly glued, you can easily take it out to give your feet more room. Underneath, the Switchback has a springy 3.5mm midsole and durable 6mm Vibram Megagrip sole that's highly flexible in all directions, along with an aggressive tread that's pointy in the center for traction on soft ground and wider at the edges for rough terrain. FYI, I went with the all leather, but SOFTSTAR also makes a synthetic super fabric version with ballistic grade materials. At 9.5mm, I was kind of worried the SOFTSTAR Switchback might feel stiff, but with the lighter 3mm midsole, it's just as flexible as a lot of barefoot shoes at half the thickness. So going out for a walk on pavement, the rubber felt super bouncy, and the wider outside lugs created more surface area to help prevent the aggressive tread from getting worn down, while the Vibram tread gave me some excellent traction on wet roads. Also, unlike my Vivo Barefoot Tracker Forest Escapes, which are a pure trekking boot, the Switchback still communicated a lot of ground feel, so I could enjoy textures under my feet while out for a casual hike without getting beat up on rougher terrain. Temperature-wise, the thin merino wool lining was breathable enough to wear up into the 40s if I took out the wool insole, but also cozy enough to keep me warm around freezing and even down near zero when I layered a pair of merino wool and gingy toe socks with some thick smart wools. Out of the box, the SOFTSTAR Switchback comes with a padded merino wool insole that's super warm, but if you want a little bit more space or ground feel, you could swap it out for a plain wool felt insole, which is a little bit thinner. And you can do that easily by just peeling the stock insole off the back of the shoe gently like so. Forging through slush, the higher sole and smooth leather help keep water off of me, but the Switchbacks aren't fully waterproof, so I wouldn't recommend wading through any streams or deep puddles. Similar to my Vivo Barefoot Trackers, the Switchback's Vibram sole grip really well on slippery boardwalks and muddy hills, and the 9.5mm tread provided plenty of protection from sharp rocks, but without a wraparound sole, I did have to be more careful about slicing up the side fabric. Lastly, weighing only 383 grams, the SOFTSTAR Switchback was even light enough to use for trail running, and thanks to the flexible upper, it felt just as natural as a low-cut barefoot shoe. Overall, the SOFTSTAR Switchback is a great option for anyone who wants the protection of a serious trekking boot without sacrificing the flexibility and freedom of a lightweight barefoot shoe. Because the wide or extra wide primal toe box gives your toes tons of room to spread out, the leather and merino wool upper has an excellent temperature range, and the Vibram Megagrip tread is super tough and grippy without feeling stiff. However, the Switchback isn't fully waterproof, the side fabric is more vulnerable to scrapes and tears, and the thicker sole doesn't have quite as much ground feel as thinner hiking boots. In terms of similar barefoot hiking boots, the Vivo Barefoot Tracker Forest Escape has a hardcore 9.5mm Michelin sole, wide toe box, water-resistant leather upper, and aggressive treads for serious trekking. The Blanca Winter Boot has a flexible 8mm sole, extra wide toe box, waterproof leather upper, wool insulation, and aggressive lugs for hiking through snow and mud. And the Zero Alpine has a firm 9mm sole, wide toe box, waterproof vegan upper, synthetic insulation, and aggressive lugs for trekking or snowshoeing in wintry conditions. If you'd like to support the channel, you can shop with the referral links down below, compare products at barefootwear.org, or watch my zero drop transition video to learn more about barefooting. Finally, if you have a question about the SOFTSTAR Switchback or about barefoot shoes in general, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.